Hello and welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John, where in each episode we'll stroll down the Macintosh memory lane. We'll discuss older Macintosh computers, collecting all things related to the Mac and Apple computer, and current topics from the perspective that only a couple of old Mac fans can provide.
Welcome to the RetroMacCast. This is the live feed.
Ooh.
Hello, John. How are you?
Good. Or the live feed of you and me, unfortunately.
What do you mean?
There's nobody on the YouTubes.
Well, that's fine.
But that's okay.
This will be recorded.
We're here for
yes,
right,
prosperity.
all times. Yes.
Centuries from now, people will marvel.
Right.
Our video. I see you're in the holiday spirit. You've got
I am. Yes.
Ruby and
Lime. Mm-hmm.
Lime, because
Yep.
because Sage would be too dark. It doesn't show green
Sage.
enough.
It's kind of funny if you've got the Sage and it's not near a graphite. A lot of people just think it's a graphite.
Yeah, it's very dark,
very
green.
subtle difference. Yeah.
And strawberry looks more pinkish.
Yeah.
Like strawberry would go with lime, right?
Right. Yeah.
They were the same release.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. There was no rich green. Sage was kind of a earthy green, I guess you'd say. Sure.
And you've got the wallpapers from the Rankin and Bass inspired, or do you remember if they were actually a participant?
No, I don't think they were a participant. I think it was just inspired by all the kind of claymation, stop motion.
Yeah, the I'm a Mac, I'm a PC ads. And how many did they do? You've got two different ones there. They did at least two.
They did at least two. We covered this last Christmas.
Oh, we did.
Because we also showed the Will Ferrell.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one that never aired, right?
Correct.
It didn't air on
right. Yeah,
TV,
that was
it
an
aired.
online only.
Yeah. All right.
Which,
Okay.
I mean, they were hilarious, but probably not appropriate for TV.
All right. Well, I would say hello to the people online, but like you said,
maybe they'll join us. Maybe they're still used to us, being here on at 8.
Yeah.
So we'll find out.
Maybe. All right. Well, then no chit chat with the audience. Let's just
let's do it.
Broke here with the audio. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John. This is episode 668 for November 27th, 2023. Good evening, John.
Good evening, James.
We should plug the YouTube show because nobody showed up, at least at the start of today's episode. So I'll mention it to the people that listen to the audio episode that we do record live on YouTube. We stream on Monday evenings at 7:30 Central. So come join us, and we could increase the size of this group by 50%. It won't be so lonely here.
That's right.
Although we did this for, how many years? Was it just you and me talking?
Right. It was just, exactly.
Yeah, boy, that was agonizing. Those
right. Those early years? Yeah.
The early years, the dark days before video.
If you want to go back to, right. I mean, just as far as also just, well,
if you want to go way back. Go back to the days of the RetroMacCast when it was just text chat.
It was done on a series of postcards.
Right. We sent postcards via carrier pigeon.
Right.
Yes. Anyway, all right. Well, what do we got going on today? It is we're early this year, but better early than
as we need to
never.
Be. Right. Yeah. It's trying to do the gift exchange, a week before Christmas. Yeah, that doesn't right.
No.
If people actually want to buy something for somebody, or if you've got a hint to someone that you need something, you need to do it early.
So we'll cover our 10 gift ideas for the Retro Mac fan coming up. But before that, we've got eBay finds, so we'll be right back with that. All right. Did the crowd come in? Are they all here now? No.
Well, I assume there's 3 watching. Now, one of them's
Three,
me because I'm on there. So
okay, well,
there's at least two others.
At least two others.
Unless you're on also, in which case it's counting you also.
I'm not on.
All right. Well, hello, you two mysterious people out there.
All right. All right. Well, let's get some eBay finds. Oh, that's not what we want.
Nope.
We want
don't
this.
want that yet.
We want this. Okay. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Time now for the eBay finds. Last week, we had that Apple Macintosh 2FX workstation, which is believed to be part of like an audio production setup, complete with a shipping container, sort of ruggedized rolling cart. That's still available for the buy it now of $2,295. Then there was the lot of 80 platinum ADB mice, 80 of them.
No, not ADB.
Oh,
Mac Plus mice, man. They were
Plus. Oh, so they were pre-ADB. I'm sorry. Yeah, they were originally. Gosh, I was thinking ADB, but yeah, you're right. Right before that. There were 5 lots of these. 3 of them sold. There's still 2 available. Buy it now for $2,099, or you can make an offer. And then there was the authorized dealer Apple sign of strange origin. We don't know really the story of this thing.
Right.
Strange, like large, like almost like a round rug.
What did they say? What these 5 feet? Is that what we said? 5 feet diameter?
Something like that. Did
something like that?
Did they say?
We were just kind of going off of if it was an 8 foot. Yeah, we were kind of guessing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 5 feet is probably a good guess for the diameter.
Yeah.
This one, you can have that for the low price of $39,000, or you can make an offer. All right. We'll begin this week with a poster. The title is Extra Rare. Extra Rare? Is that like the opposite of well done, I guess? Extra Rare Apple Computer, the first 10 years of Macintosh. 39 by 22 inches. Description says it was only given to Apple computer dealers. And this one comes from an Apple authorized dealer from the mid-90s and early 2000s. All of them are unused and been stored rolled in tubes, so some may have wrinkles on the edge or minor dents. Does that mean there's more than one?
That's what it sounds like.
And they're only selling
while
one.
You keep looking, I'll keep looking and see if they're selling the others separately.
It says, add a touch of vintage charm to your space with this original Apple computer poster measuring 39 by 22 inches. This multicolor sign is perfect for any collector or fan of the iconic brand. And, I gotta say, of course, I forget a lot of things. I've forgotten more than I know, but I don't remember ever seeing this poster. Have you?
Right. No, no. I assume it's something like you remember the book, the first 10 years? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm assuming
there's a lot done, right? To commemorate 10 years of Apple. Although,
this is the first 10 years of Macintosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So 84 to 94. All right.
Yeah. So that book was.
That was the first 10 years of Apple. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So this isn't related. So the seller says this was just for dealers. You can zoom in here. Of course, we don't get much resolution on the picture they have here, but the top says a timeline of significant events during the first 10 years of the Apple Macintosh computer. And it's kind of written like a window. So it's got like the title bar of a window there. Mm-hmm. And then it's broken down into history, marketing, technology, and product milestones. There's sort of a little
interesting
timeline for each.
I like it.
And there's little photos, little blurbs about historic events, such as the 1984 TV commercial and the introduction of Macintosh there to start, and it rolls through the history and a lot of little news articles, very famous photos over the years. You got the introduction of Newton. I don't know how that fits into this Macintosh, but okay. I guess it's a Macintosh accessory. And then the timeline down below, showing the product offerings, beginning with original Macintosh 128K.
Mm-hmm.
It even includes the XL. The Plus, which does not have an ADB mice. If you thought it did, you're wrong. Macintosh 2.2x. Anyway, it rolls through all the way, first 10 years, ending with, the first Macintosh with PowerPC, which is interesting in this poster because they don't name a model number, right? It just says Macintosh with PowerPC, the fastest, most powerful Macintosh computers to date. The PowerPC 601 chip brings the high-performance RISC architecture to personal computers. So it's almost like they made this poster before they even knew what the model numbers would be, right? So
very cool. Very
cool poster. They want a buy it now of $599. Seems a little high to me, but again, we've not seen any of these. There is a make an offer.
Okay. All right.
And this would be an awesome one to have on the wall. How much should I offer? This sounds like a situation where we need to do some live bidding or live offering. Gosh, that's worth a few $100s, isn't it?
So yeah, you say you've never seen this one before.
Never seen it before.
Or never seen that one. So that's pretty cool.
I will offer.
Very nice.
I'm feeling generous today. I will offer $199. What do you think about
that? I'd say go for it, man.
Worst thing you say is for $199.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Done.
All right. So
it's done. All right, we'll see. Maybe I'll get a response by the end of the show.
So let's see. Well, here's another one with the make an offer. This is kind of cool. It is a Apple II Plus motherboard in original service part box, tested and good. So original box, very, very nice, very clean Apple II Plus motherboard.
The box too. The box is also in very clean,
very good shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. All right, let's see if there's nothing else to say other than listing for a tested good Apple II Plus motherboard and original Apple service box. Unit is tested and in good condition. Buy it now price $499.99. But as I said, there is also a make an offer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to believe that it's not like they had the box and then they pulled a Plus motherboard out of something. Like, you got to believe that this was kind of sitting around.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the original box like this. And yeah, just the shape of everything, just beautiful. Gorgeous. All right. What do we got next? We have an Apple Macintosh Quadra 950 keyboard and software disks working, it says. There really isn't much more in the description besides what I just read from the title. The first picture here looks a little sketchy. It looks sort of like a hostage photo.
Yeah, I'm just expecting today's newspaper to show that it's proof of life.
Now the next picture looks a little bit better.
And it looks like it's really what it is. It's the same computer from a different angle, but they cut out the background because you can see down in the lower right corner there's this plastic thingy you can see, and it's in both photos. So
see the important artifact here that is included, the key, the little key.
Yes, the key, which has its own little tiny Apple logo on it.
It does, yeah. You can almost see it there. There's a tiny little Apple logo.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I've got one of the servers with the keys, and I'm very happy the key is there. So, because those had to have gotten lost like crazy.
I mean, just from the one, I guess 2 photos, it doesn't look like it's in too bad shape.
It could definitely use a good cleaning, I have to say.
Yeah.
It's
with the
very
room.
smudgy. Holy cow!
I think the room where it's located could use a little cleaning too. It says it's working, but we have no evidence, no photo evidence of that, just the claim. There is some action on this already. 4 bids. I bid this up to $255. This ends on Friday. These 950s are kind of cool. They were giants. The last of the giant 04D based Macs. So yeah, kind of nice. And of course, you're gonna have to ship this. This one's located in Oswego, New York. costs almost $100 to ship it down to us in Florida. You got
I
to worry
wonder how
about
bad
shipping this.
the
Yeah.
plastic,
Right.
getting brittle on these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got a 9150 server
Mm-hmm.
that I've been thinking about selling, but I'm also very, very afraid of shipping. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what this gets to next week.
So speaking of posters, Michael Mulhern just sent me a text. He just recently purchased a poster. I want to pop it up to see if it's one you have seen. I don't think I've seen this one, so give me one moment here. Let me
Mm-hmm.
let me just do a screen share window. Here we go. Ever seen this one?
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's a weird poster. I want to think now. Michael can correct us, but are there markings somewhere? Is this? Could you actually use this as a bookmark, as a book cover?
Book cover. Do you think that's what it was? Because I mean, that would kind of fit
Explain sort of the
the placement.
Spartan,
Yeah.
yeah. Or maybe I'm just, I invented that in my mind.
Yeah, Michael, how big is that thing? And
Yeah.
yeah, let us know in the text.
Yeah,
It's
I've
cool
seen that
looking though. I
before
like
though.
it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2E or 2C? That is the question. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just kind of odd the placement of the objects
The
and how
placement and
small they
how
are.
tiny, right, they
Yeah.
are on the sheet. So yeah, I
Mhm.
could definitely see this being like a book cover or something. You know, like a textbook,
Yeah.
perhaps. All right, very nice.
All right, you ready to go to
Oops. Haha.
was that an SFW? Did we just
Yeah, that was me getting ready to cut onions a couple of years ago. I had goggles on.
that's for
Yeah.
our that's for the other podcast we do. John cutting
or,
onions
or
through the
cooking.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cooking with
Okay.
apples and onions. All right.
Yeah, 22
All
by
right.
15.
Give
See,
me.
it's small. That's the dimensions of that. So it does kind of lend itself towards like a hardcover
All right.
book. Like they
Yeah.
distributed those, to schools or something, like some kind of educational
Sure.
thing. You remember back when, I don't know if they still do it. We had to cover all our issued
Sorry.
textbooks, right? That was a big thing. Oh, here we go
Yeah,
again.
it was.
Random
There we
thing.
go. Sorry about that. Well, it just automatically goes to that view when you try to share a thing. So.
Okay, here we go. We're
All
gonna do
right.
some gift in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to share with you 10 gift ideas for the Retro Mac fan. Buy it yourself. Buy it for anybody listening or watching this podcast is the Retro Mac fan, so you're just gonna have to make suggestions, drop hints, or just go ahead and buy it yourself. I'll start with Susan Kerr's website. We all know Susan. She famously designed all the original icons for the original Macintosh OS, and her website is careprints.com. I was hoping to find, I guess this is out of print. This book, the what's it called? Susan Kerr Icons. I couldn't
Nice.
find it for sale. It's a paperback book, but you've got all just a nice flip through book of all the.
Well, that's cool. Does
icons.
it give any story behind them, or is it just
It does a little bit? Yes. So like here's the moved page. Right? And it says spotted dog. This icon was originally a dog character in the Cairo hieroglyphic font that shipped with the original Macintosh. Perhaps because the spots looked a little bovine, it became known as the dog cow, which would undoubtedly make the sound moof. A version of this image was used in Mac software for a time to indicate portrait or landscape mode.
And it's used again now.
Yeah, it came back, right?
Yeah.
Great little book, but not for sale on the website. So, and I found a copy on Amazon for $847.
Man.
I'd avoid that one, but I guess I could kind of recommend her site in general. But if you've got the dough, why not have the recreated canvas pirate flag? It originally, the original was flown over the Macintosh team's little outpost because, you'd rather be a pirate than be in the Navy. So you've got the skull and crossbones, but with a 6-color Apple logo as an eye patch. Well,
That's fantastic.
she
Yes.
will recreate one for you, hand painted, for the sum of $7,950. But
Wow.
you will be the envy of all Mac fans if you have your version of
Absolutely.
this. And I think there's a picture. There's a picture of her drawing one, and there's a picture of the original.
The original. Look at that.
Yeah. Do we know what happened to the original? Who has the
I'm
original?
guessing she probably has it if that's a fairly current.
It doesn't, it doesn't say. Maybe that's a story for another time. Maybe we already did that story. I don't know. Okay, your turn.
All right. Next up. So this one's kind of a practical gift. I tried to do a kind of a mix. So this one is a battery replacement holder. So instead of the AA battery that was used in most of the early Macintoshes, like everything from the I think from the SE30 up through till they started doing, I think even the G3 has one of these little half height AA batteries. So instead of that, this is something that gives you one of the little button batteries, and it's an adapter that you put the button battery in, and then you can put that into your Macs instead. Something that's not going to possibly drastically explode, not drastically, but definitely cause damage, leakage, right, and leak over everything. So get rid of the little Maxell bombs in your systems and replace it with something that's a lot more reliable. Yeah, and the 1450 on Etsy. I'm putting all the links as we talk about these into the chat.
Now, does this come with the battery as well, or it's just the clips?
No, just the clips. You have to supply your own batteries. Yep.
Got it. All right. Cool. Okay. Next up, Throwboy.com.
An old favorite.
For all your pillows and blankets and t-shirts and hats. And I was going to recommend the pillow of, you might as well start with the original Macintosh. There's a Throwboy interpretation of that. But as with all popular things, they sell out. So they're currently out of stock. You can probably set up an alert to see if one is, when it comes back in stock. So I had to go with the second most iconic Macintosh, the iMac, the original iMac in Bondi Blue.
And that's got some pretty good depth to it, doesn't it? The thickness of the pillow.
Not
just
maybe
flat.
Yeah, not exactly the depth of.
Well, of course not. Right, that would be kind of ridiculous.
Well,
but
would it be?
It's definitely
be a great pillow.
Well, it's like a travel pillow. Get it with that like memory foam in there, and just.
I think they should make a version that has the full depth, and they should go to the multiple colors.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. So it's only in the one color, but it's a very great little pillow, very soft and plush, and so awesome.
Nice.
So that's over there at throwboy.com. Okay.
All right. Next up, we have it's kind of cool. It's a kind of a dual layer Apple IIe logic board. So it's a laser. It's acrylic. So it's got green acrylic that's been etched with white text, so it looks like the base of a logic board, and then kind of all the what would have been more of the raised component areas is done on laser cut wood that is also etched with all the different components. It just makes for a kind of cool wall display. It's what can I say? It looks pretty cool, and for the price of $82.46, it's pretty neat. I can't remember the size. I don't know if the size is on there or not. Oh, right there, 7.5, about 8 inches by about 10.5 inches. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And that's that's an actual motherboard, a 2E motherboard.
No. So the green you see is green acrylic. That's been laser etched to put the white text. It does look like
it does. Yeah.
Really, it does. Yeah. And then like I said, all the chips and everything, part of it is done laser cut wood. So you've got this wood over this nice green background.
That is
And they
slick.
started by taking a picture of an actual 2E logic board to
Oh.
do all the etching and everything. So,
Wow.
mhm.
That's really nifty. Yeah. Cool. All right. Moving on. MacFX is running a sale right now on the clear case for your SE or SE30. It's marked down from $350 to $275. It's a great opportunity to get one of these. John showed off his SE30 in a recent episode that recently repaired logic board for that.
So, and I don't know if
Um,
they still have it for sale, but
mhm.
they did a Black Friday sale on their 2E clear case, and I succumbed to that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Now,
that SE30 case is just fantastic looking.
let me clarify that the clear is sold out, but it's the red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the red, green, and blue are available. I wish they had
Aha.
pictures here.
So
of
I've got the
this
green
variant.
one, and I have to
Oh,
say it is amazingly intense green. It's my
yeah.
favorite, like uber
That'd be a
shade of green.
good one for holidays. They have break that one out too. So yeah, pretty neat. And of course, there's a lot of other cool stuff at MacFX website. So lots of things
Absolutely.
to find there. All right, next.
Next, all right. So if you want your nice toaster Mac to be nice and comfy this winter, I highly recommend one of these dust covers. These are nothing new. I mean, the dust covers for your Mac were available back in the day.
Mhm.
So I love the fact that somebody has decided to do one of these. And it's got a nice keyboard cover. It's got a nice cover for the Mac itself. I've got a similar one. I don't know if it's the same person or not because I got it a few years ago for my Mac Plus, and yeah, it's a kind of a beige looking canvas, and it's got an embroidered 6-color Apple logo on the keyboard cover as well as on the computer cover itself.
Yeah, and compliments to the SE seller with the photography. Looks like
Yeah,
looks like
very
catalog
nicely done.
photos of the product.
Mhm.
I'll have to go digging. My mom used to make dust covers that looked very similar to these. She would
Oh,
make the
nice.
measurements, and so well, this was for our Apple IIe, and she also did the
Oh,
embroidered.
wow.
So I'll hunt down a picture, but yeah,
Oh, I'd love to see that. Yes,
yeah, because dust covers used to be a thing. I don't know. We don't cover
absolutely.
I guess there was way more dust back in the early '80s and late '70s or something like that. No more dust. I guess we have better filtration. All right. I saw this over the Vintage Macintosh Enthusiasts group on Facebook. Not a Mac thing, but an Apple II thing. A MOS 6502 poster
Oh,
for $20 over at SaturdayBang.ecrater.com. This let's see, what does it say? 18-inch by 24-inch glossy laminated poster of the exact layout of the venerable MOS or MOS. Do we say MOS? 6502 microprocessor that powered almost all of the 8-bit computers of the golden era of personal computers, including the Apple II, Commodore 64, Atari 400/800, Atari 2600, etc. The logo artwork is inspired by the original ad announcing the 6502 to the world and done under the Creative Commons license. So you can see here. So it's pretty much the layout of all the transistors.
wow.
Very retro with that stylized
Fantastic.
logo
Very
there.
nice. Yes, yeah. I love that
Yeah.
font. Wherever they dug that up from, it is a very cool font.
Anyway, okay, here we go. Next, what's this?
Next. All right. So, most of my stuff came off of Etsy because there's a
Mhm.
ton of really cool stuff on Etsy. This is a very nice 3D printed, very, very bright Apple logo. This thing is, yeah, if you go to the link, there is a great amount of, there's video, there's
Wow.
photos, and it's really great. So the backing is actually wood on the back of this, and It's I can't remember the size offhand, but it's a pretty good size. It looks like all told, it's probably almost a foot tall. Um,
I,
very very vibrant.
yeah,
It is $131, so it is a little more pricey, but it is just it looks like something you'd see in a dealer room. It really does.
yeah,
It glows. Holy cow, it
and
glows.
it's bright enough. You could almost use it as it's like a lamp. It's more
A
than
lamp,
just a
right?
sign. It's
Yeah.
got enough.
Hmm.
And I gotta say the photos are. I mean, it almost doesn't look real. It
Again,
looks like it's
right.
3D generated imagery. Do you see the joke right here? Is this deliberate? Do you think? You see where this photo's taken?
Like right. Yeah, it's like in an elevator, like you see the snuck pictures of like
Yeah, the leaked
prototype stuff every
product
now and then.
photos. Right. Wasn't there
That's
famously
good.
like the original iPhone? Wasn't there like
iPhone,
a
right?
blurry photo of
Yeah,
an
there are a couple like
iPhone?
that. Hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. So did you order one?
No, no, no.
No.
It's a little too pricey for me.
Oh,
But
oh, I want to
it's nice
click
though.
there in the back there so you can
Yeah,
see.
you
Oh, I guess
you
it's
can see
powered by
this is
USB.
really really well done. It's
Yeah.
very
Nice.
professional. I don't know if that's a 3D printed shell that they're doing with that, or if it's something that they've got made out of acrylic. I can't remember if it mentions it on the website or not.
This person's review says great sign and quality. It literally lights up the room. So yeah, it looks like it
There you
does
go.
lumens off that. Okay. Kind of similar to this. It doesn't light up, and I've talked about this before on the show, but it's a Macintosh logo, 3D printed, but in 6 colors. And here's one right here. This is the exact one that you can get for $25.
Does it come with the little Lego people? Probably not for
No,
$25.
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no. Those are
So
cool
that
too.
is a really good price for something that looks really nice and vibrant, though. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's not lit, and that's what you're holding right there. Is one of them?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got a nice little depth there, and but the nice the vibrancy of the colors is what
Yeah,
really makes this sort
it
of
really
stand
shines
out.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool for any little display you have there. Also on Etsy, the seller is Brent Tech, and is this the last one?
This is the last one. Yeah. All right. So what
Okay.
we have here, let me get that link in there. So what we have next is a set of uh, they're sold as a Christmas decoration. It's a light curtain of LEDs. It's 26 rows across by 20 vice versa. There's 20 rows across by like 26 pixels LEDs. But it's each LED is programmable. It comes with an app for your phone, so you can do your own images on there. You can do animated GIFs. You can string more than one together. So of course the first thing I had to do was an Apple logo. Let me start this playing. So yeah, using the app wasn't too hard. And let's see here. You can, once you've got the app going, you can do effects like motion effects and stuff like that. So
So this is a product by Govee,
Govee, yeah.
and they're running a Cyber Monday deal, $89.99 on Amazon right now. But yeah, so you've got the 6-color Apple logo animated and scrolling on by.
Scrolling, and it does scroll smooth. If you're looking
Mhm.
at the video, there's a little bit of a hitch in there, but that's just where I've got the video looping. So other than that, it would be very nice and smooth the entire way.
That is very slick. I also bought one of these curtains with and we only just talked about our gift ideas today, but I had the same idea when I saw this. I guess anytime we see something that's got like essentially
Pixely,
pixels, right? We
right?
think,
Yeah.
oh, can we do, like, you want to do the
Right.
original Mac icon, the
Yeah.
smiley
Yeah.
face. There's all kinds of things you could do. But I didn't get around to actually doing my idea. I just have it playing some of the canned animations and artwork, which it does that too. I mean, there's tons of things this will do.
Yeah, people
And you
people
can link
add
them
stuff
together.
all the time. You can
You can
link
do 2
two together and
curtains.
still do animation. Mm-hmm.
It will respond to sound as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of fun. So can't wait to see if you do Are you going to do like this, the system, Mac system smiley face? That would look cool. Just
Oh,
the-
that would.
the
Yeah,
blue.
I don't know what. I did buy them actually for in the house, but I did buy 3 sets, which means I
Oh,
have 1 set I could put out here somewhere. Just saying. It could
yeah.
happen.
Well, if you do one in the arcade, I mean, heck,
Oh,
you put
yeah.
the Pac-Man or whatever, it's
Pac-Man,
so
yeah,
easy to do,
whatever.
like Galaga
Absolutely.
robots
Right.
or whatever you want to do. It's
Some of that stuff's actually in there already. Some
yeah,
of
some
this
video
is very
game stuff.
arcade-ish.
Mhm. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that is it. Hopefully, there's something in there that sparked your interest, and maybe you'll treat yourself. Okay. 50 Shades of Beige says, I sense a bulk purchase. Bulk purchase of what? Those lights?
Those lights, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Mhm. All right. Let's get to some news. I see we actually did get some people to show up. That's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. All right. You ready for news?
I am. Let's do it.
All right. Let's go. Oh, let's get a visual aid. And 3, 2, 1. It's time now for the news. I think it was it last week or the week before?
It was last week.
Last week we talked about the Aya Neo mini PCs, the AM01 that has a retro computer inspiration, more specifically the original Macintosh. We didn't know much about it though, other than it, had that visual look to it.
Right.
But we're learning a little bit more over at inverse.com. They're giving us a little more info, including posting a little video and talking about the launch. So here, we'll play. There's like a little video here showing kind of an introduction to this thing. So, just to describe it for the audio audience, but it shows the original like sketches of the original Macintosh, and then the bare presentation of it. Which, as we're learning from the video, it actually lays flat, right? It doesn't stand up.
It doesn't stand up, right? So what looks like the screen on it is actually sitting upright, because it looks like on what is the bottom is looks like there's a headphone jack and some other. It looks almost like it's a place for a USB-C.
Uh-huh.
Could be wrong on that,
Uh-huh.
but
you
suppose
could
if you
probably
didn't need those, you could have it standing up, couldn't you?
yeah, or you could build a little stand that has cutouts in the bottom, so you could still access those ports.
Sure.
Figure something out. But they actually are getting ready to launch this thing, or at least start a crowdsourcing thing through Indiegogo. The Aya Neo Retro Mini PC AM01, the era of the Mini PC 2.0 retro design and high performance and new software ecosystem. But that's a lot of words.
It rolls off the tongue.
So there's a page on Indiegogo. It doesn't have any dates, but you can enter your email address and say, keep me updated. Is this video different than the one? This is the same video. Yeah. It's the same video.
Same one. Yeah.
So I will enter my email address.
All right.
And keep abreast of this. But the previous mentioned inverse.com website suggests that they would expect it to start around $599 because they put a pretty sporty processor in it. I mean, it's a full functioning computer.
Sure. What would be really great is if it's Hackintoshable.
Sure. And
one last thing.
We have one last thing, but I now I think I lost the link.
Oh, okay.
Somehow I closed it.
You're all to MacFX or I'll just send it back.
I got it. Here we go. Yeah, and we talked about this. Well, actually, Mark mentioned it.
Yeah,
he teased this, but he's got a placeholder site now on Kickstarter for the replacement injection molded inner bezel for Apple iMac G3.
So these have gotten ridiculously brittle. So if you have to
Yeah.
do anything inside your Mac, like
Mhm.
my Lime one right here, one of the
Mhm.
speakers is completely, it sounds terrible. So I want to
Mhm.
replace the speaker in it. Well, if I do that, I will more than likely need one of these to swap out.
Mhm.
So it's great that he's, again, just the stuff he does to help kind of keep our computers looking nice and you know not something you're afraid to move is great.
Right. And there's also a notify me on launch button here. You can enter your email address and find out. Now, didn't you say, or did we see someplace that there actually is an anticipated date for this to go live? Or no? Did we get it
Let
wrong?
me go back. I can go back over to his store
Oh,
website because it's also got it listed over here. I'm pretty
I see.
sure. So maybe
It seemed like it was like in
it's
December, but maybe I don't have that correct either. But anyway, yeah, get in there. Of course, when it hits, we'll find out. We'll let you know too.
absolutely.
Um, all right. Well, that is it for the news. Okay.
So like I mentioned,
Mhm.
I did not I ended up ordering an extra 2E case off of his site.
Another clear one.
Another clear one. Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the keyboard is gone. I wanted to check with him though to see if
Mm.
instead of the whole keyboard, I don't know if the stems on those keys probably don't match the ones off the original 2E, but it would be great if you sold a set of just the keycaps that you could put
Oh,
onto one of the original.
so you're saying you can't use the original keyboard with the clear
No, no,
case? Oh,
you
oh,
can, but wouldn't it look nicer if there were like black
yes.
keys with white text on that clear
Right.
keyboard?
Right.
Something
Right.
like that. Something where aesthetically, as opposed
Mhm.
to the kind of beigeish or grayish ones off the original 2E, I think
Mhm.
it'd be really cool if there was a different set you could put on there, like
Right.
different colors. Yeah.
Okay. I
All
guess
right.
we'll close this one out. Let's do the outro in 3, 2, 1. That wraps up another episode of the RetroMacCast. 3 weeks in a row. And next week, what do you think? You want to go
What do
for
you think?
4, or is that too bold?
No, I think we need to do that. I am here, so no
Okay.
problems there.
And I am here. So we'll do that. I just checked. I have not gotten acceptance of my $199 offer on that 10-year poster. So we'll report back next week on that. And then next week will be in December, so we can time capsule it.
Sure.
Um, and we could tease. John shared with me a burgeoning product. He's located a very inexpensive yet powerful small computer that he's going to cram into. Was that one of your 3D printed
Yes. No,
3D
no,
printed?
well, not 3D printed. The ones I carved out of
Oh, you
plastic. Yeah.
you
Yeah,
carved them.
I didn't have a 3D printer yet, so
That's
this is all just handmade
right.
with X-Acto
Handmade,
knives.
handmade. Yeah, none of that newfangled 3D printing. So he found a PC that it is its own enclosure, and it's not like a Raspberry Pi. I mean, it's like a legit Intel.
It's an Intel processor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So
Anyway, so
anyway,
yeah,
you're gonna start playing around with that.
I'm gonna try to put it in there, but the main thing I want to do is see how well Sheep Shaver, Basilisk 2, all the other
Mhm,
emulators that
mhm.
we like. VMware. I'm gonna throw a VMware of like High Sierra on there and see how well it runs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
Yep.
that's a little further out. Maybe before the
Yeah.
end of the year,
Couple
but
of weeks.
no.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining. Of course, you can tune in 7:30 Central on Monday evenings. We'll be back on YouTube streaming live. And until next week, remember, it's not old.
It's retro.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Gray Hair Discoveries, 50 Shades of Beige. Michael, good to see you as always. DJ Trust God. And whoever else was out there but decided to stay quiet. So you all have a good one.
All right. Oh, you're saying goodbye. I thought we are leaving. Is that what's going
Oh,
on?
well, no, we
Signing
don't
off?
have to leave yet.
No,
I mean,
no.
we
Just
made
kidding.
great time. It's only 8:15. This is
No, I'm just kidding. I was looking at the room. I was going to see if there's something here worth sharing, but
sure.
I'm ill prepared. All right. Well, yeah. Let's play some music, and we will say goodbye until next week.
Thanks for listening to the RetroMacCast with James and John. Email listener comments and questions to retromaccast@gmail.com or post comments on our website at www.retromaccast.com.